Did you know Michael Jackson used one of the biggest tours in history to quietly destroy it from the inside? The Victory Tour, 1984. 55 cities, over 2 million tickets sold. On the surface, it looked like the Jackson family at its peak, but Michael didn't want to be there. He had just finished Thriller, the best-selling album of all time. He was the biggest star on the planet, and Joe Jackson wanted to put him back in a group photo. So Michael fought back, quietly, carefully. He demanded creative control over his own performances. He refused to promote the tour. He publicly distanced himself from the ticket price controversy, telling fans to send complaints directly to his father and brothers. He wasn't just complaining, he was building a case. Every interview, every statement, every move was calculated to show the world who the real Michael Jackson was, separate from the family name. By the final show in Los Angeles, he announced he was done touring with his brothers, forever. The reunion tour became his exit letter. Did you know Jafar Jackson literally bled for his role as Michael Jackson? This isn't just method acting, it's complete obsession. Jafar danced for 10 hours every single day until his feet went numb and started bleeding. When director Antoine Fuqua told him to stop, he refused. He kept going until every move was perfect. But it gets weirder. To connect with Michael's early years, Jafar slept on the floor at the Jackson family estate, not in a bed, on the actual floor where his uncle once lived. He also watched the movie Whiplash over and over again. You know, the film about the drummer who practices until he bleeds? Jafar used it as motivation for his brutal training. Here's the crazy part. Jafar was originally obsessed with professional golf as a kid. He only switched to music at age 12, just 1 year before Michael died. All this extreme preparation paid off, though. When Michael's own mother, Catherine, saw Jafar in full costume, she couldn't tell if she was looking at her grandson or her son.
Did you know Michael Jackson once tried to buy a dead man's bones? Not as a joke, not for attention, because he felt like that man was his brother. The man was Joseph Merrick. Most people knew him as the Elephant Man. He was born in the 1860s with a condition that twisted his body into shapes that frightened people. Promoters put him on display like an animal. Crowds paid to stare. He never asked for any of it. He just wanted to be seen as human. Michael read about Joseph and felt something crack open inside him. He saw his own life in those pages, exhibited since he was 5 years old, stared at by millions, called strange, called weird, treated like something to look at rather than someone to know. Both of them were put in cages the world built around them. Michael's offer to buy Joseph's remains was never about shock value. It was a quiet act of love, a way of saying, I see you. I know what that felt like. You were not alone. Neither was Michael. Did you know the most famous person on earth used to dial random strangers just to have a normal conversation? Michael Jackson had everything the world thought mattered. The music, the fame, the sold-out stadiums. But behind all of it, he was one of the loneliest people alive. So he would pick up the phone and dial numbers he found at random. No introduction, no bodyguards, no cameras. Just Michael, hoping someone on the other end would talk to him like a regular person. And sometimes, they did. They talked about their day, their families, simple things, Things that had nothing to do with Thriller or moonwalks or magazine covers. Those calls were his secret window into a world he could never actually live in. A world where he was just a man, not a myth. He wasn't looking for fans. He was looking for a friend. Someone who would see him, not the icon, not the legend, just the quiet, aching person underneath all of it. He just wanted to feel human again.
Did you know Michael Jackson had a chimpanzee that ate dinner at his table and attended recording sessions? But Bubbles wasn't just a pet. He was Michael's psychological lifeline. Jackson trained Bubbles to act completely human. The chimp would sit at the dinner table with a napkin, use silverware, and even use the toilet. He wore matching outfits and slept in Michael's bedroom. Friends were disturbed by how dependent Michael became on this chimp. Bubbles provided the unconditional love Jackson craved during his loneliest moments. While other celebrities collected cars or jewelry, Michael collected companionship from an animal that couldn't judge him. But here's what most people don't know. As Bubbles hit puberty, he became incredibly dangerous. Adult chimps are 5 times stronger than humans. The chimp started showing aggression and had to be secretly moved to a sanctuary. Michael was heartbroken. He'd lost his closest companion and surrogate child all at once. This wasn't just about a celebrity and his exotic pet. It revealed how fame can create such isolation that you'll find family anywhere, even in the most unlikely places. Would you want a pet chimp for $1 million? Let me know and smash that follow button.